Now, the first thing that you do when setting up levels and everything is you start with the amplifier dry. Okay, we don't even have to worry about how it's driving the effects. You listen to the amplifier, okay? You get a sound on each of the 3 channels of the amplifier as selected from the foot switch. Okay, get to that in a second. The idea is to get your dry sound, good dry sound with the proper levels between each channel. In other words, you don't want one channel, you want all the channels to be appropriate levels. You don't want your lead channel to be too hot, you don't want or too low. You want everything relatively even, you know.
Dry as 2.
What?
Dry as channel 2.
No. Dry is the amplifier the way it is with no effects. Okay? Not even talking about the effects or anything right now. I'm mainly just concerned with getting the relative channels of the amplifier. So for that matter, the VHT can be on standby because we don't really care about what comes out of those speakers right now. We want to hear just the dry speakers, right? So on the pedal board, you've got the ability to select the individual channels and their respective boosts on those channels as well. So for example, this switch controls Bogner channel 1. Okay, typically the clean channel. As indicated here on the amplifier itself. Okay, you got volume, treble, middle, bass, and gain. Volume is your master. Okay, you set. If you want it clean, you want it dirtier or something, dirtier clean sound, turn up the gain. If it's too loud, turn the master down. Okay? Alright. You have a boost on channel 1 as well that you can kick in as indicated on the foot switch. Just above its channel switch, you have a boost switch, okay? That adds a boost to the signal. Now, you need to refer to any Bogner literature to determine the characteristics of those kind of things. Basically what we want to do here today is get you acclimated as to how the system runs as a system. The individual pieces of gear and stuff and getting sounds is going to be up to that, you know, your guitar player guy, you know. So, you know, right now we're going to be working primarily with all factory settings in these things, and it's going to be up to him to get in there and spend the time to find out what sounds he requires for his songs, you know. Okay, so from there you can go to another channel of the amplifier. Now, with the Bogner amplifier, the way it works is obviously it can be controlled from the foot controller, but its foot switch, the way it works on like a momentary foot switch. So in this case, we have latching functions, which means push on, push off. So what you have to do here, in order for you to select channels in the Bogner amplifier, it's best that it's done within a preset of the switching system. What I mean by that is you've got the capability here right now to turn on like all channels of the amplifier here, and what comes out happens to be a clean sound in that place. Now it drops back to the last one that was on. So what I'm getting at here is if you want one channel individually, you want to program it into a preset, and we'll get into that in a minute. I'll reposition the camera and we'll go through so that you see the board and how to program presets, things like that. Okay. But the thing to remember here is per preset, you're generally going to want just one channel at a time on the amplifier. So to make things easy right now, I'm just going to have channel 1 on the amp and preset 1. Right? Preset 2, I'm going to have channel 2. And I just stored that. Preset 3, I'm going to have channel 3. So now I'm going back and forth between the 3 channels here. See? In other words, when I go to preset 2, and I switch to channel 2, 1 goes off and 2 comes on, you see. As opposed to, if I were to do it individually, which I can here, I would have to turn 1 off and then turn 1 on, turn 2 off, turn 2 on. You see what I mean? See? If I do it in the presets, I only have to make one move. So you got a boost in channel 2 that could be added in. This channel 2 of the amp, typically a crunch channel. A boost as well.